I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New York Jets.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. So don't say nothing.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 37-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
53 is mine. Check 53 is mine. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
To throw, it's Allen. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds downs, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
You got me right now. Don't be scared of it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Game situation. Let's go. 57. Middle. Get him. 57.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Bills nothing. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Flushed out right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action, Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Throwing on first down is Allen. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll find Miller. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw on third down, Allen. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Bills nothing.
Throwing on second and long. Allen finding Knox there, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third and long, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard there at 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
I really like this youngster coming out of Baylor, partner, because he has the ability to get deep with his speed. Long strider. You love him on outside routes. But what I really liked about him is his ability to go up and get the football. Obviously, the Jets were looking to replace Robbie Anderson. I think they've got a really skilled target here for their young quarterback, Sam Darnold.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play,
looking for Mims, but this is intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Allen eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First down and goal to go.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Slam, slam, slam.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 10 yards out, and the Bills have taken the lead.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now here's Johnson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Johnson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
36-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 36, Darnold able to connect with Mims. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14. First down, Jets.
Darnold from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
That is into the hands of Perriman. Touchdown, Jets.
Rashad Perriman.
Rashad Perriman there to make the grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Lets it go for Nelson. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 75 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8.
Jets 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influence...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Away. To return is Roberts. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Returning it, Johnson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold, he's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Darnold. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
82,
Jameson. Crowder.
Touchdown,
63 yards. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. Darnold now to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
Come on with it, man.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Taken in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
36.
And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Allen's throw is complete, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head scheme going.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. It brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
You.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down.
Exit 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Allen. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Allen now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
50 Cent. Mike, 50 Cent.
To throw again. Allen. To the right side, complete to Miller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Down just shy of the goal line. A 6-yard gain.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ronald Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Johnson now returning. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Faking the give, Darnold. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down. Back now in Buffalo. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Darnold. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Throwing again is Darnold. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
3rd and long, it's Darnold.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And there's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
53 is the mark. We ain't giving
So after the INT, it's Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Allen will try again on second down. And this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, Allen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis.
And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to throw, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Johnson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Again, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Darnold to his tight end, Herndon, 1st down, New York. Out of the shotgun and give to Burkhead. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The throw by Darnold, hauled in by the tight end Herndon. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
New York.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll air this one out deep for Pitt. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At their own
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Allen. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
at their own 42-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll look to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Darnold. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Darnold now to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. He's back to throw, and it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Bills.
And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check 53 is mine. Check 53 is mine. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Woo! That's a safety creep. Hey, check 24. Wrangle. Check. Under 10. Half 85.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
A gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 12.
Allen to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Blesson Austin. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.
So for the Jets, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This is Destiny Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt, check. Sneakers, check. Socks, check. Hoodie, check. Shorts, check. Nike, check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. She saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it. Watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and a J's in a way. Got a new wristwatch, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey, yo. Nike check.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it basketball. Can I get the dash? Can I catch me roll? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me roll? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. But the students ain't eating around here. I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it, okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on?
It is a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a look inside Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
At the 39.